did not know it.
You know it?
I didn't know it was 2:10.
Well, that's what I was asking you, like,
I thought I had like a couple minutes left. I did not have a couple minutes left. I apologize. I am late. I am late. Time got away from me. I was rearranging the spot. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Donna Parker, our day's been awesome. Thank you. I hope your day's been as well. What's happening, everybody? Hope everybody's Tuesday is awesome and the weather is amazing. Ours is amazing. It's beautiful here today, Dallas, Texas. I can't wait for you guys to see the new setup. It's not really the new setup, I just arranged it and then added some stuff behind us. Because I got sick of, like, I love it when I watch people's lives or their videos or their podcasts and they have like fun and interesting things behind them, like lighting and stuff like that. Just fun, nice stuff to look at. Ours is just, it was just like blackness. Like, it was basically our bedroom, but we turn the lights out so you don't see the wall back there. Oh, that's fun. Right on, right on. What you got there?
I want to show the people this before I put it on the website. Well, it's on the website right now, but I wanted the fam that show up to get first dibs on this.
Ah, I see.
Because I only have 12 of them.
Gotcha, gotcha. What's up, Petra? Alright, so we're just going to jump right into it. I'm just basically going to show you 1, 2, 3, 4 different caps that we will have available and one adapter cap. If that's cool with y'all, we'll be right back.
Right back, we'll be right back. What?
I hate that I have to keep doing that. People get sick of me saying it.
We love to hear about your complaints.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this newness. Is it pink? Is it blue? It's both. It's a Chameleon Glitter by Color Passion.
It's both.
You can't even really tell on this camera.
Yeah, you can. Well, what you do is you do one camera at one angle, and then another camera at a different angle.
They both look blue.
Yeah, I think there's just too much light in here. You can see the purple in there. There you go.
Anyways, this is brand new. It's live right now.
Ooh, I need to stop yawning.
Stop yawning.
Alright. So, as you can see, I have the caps out here. We're just going to dive right into it. We're not going to hold back. What's up, Clara? How are you? All right, so this is what we're going to do. I'm just going to show you these different type of airbrush nozzles. Basically what we're going to be doing is just, I have a canvas over there, as you can see, and get your knee on, girl. Get your knee on. Thanks for stopping by. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take these here 4 different. I've been painting. Sorry if my hands are dirty. You basically have 4 different sizes and shapes. For your caps here, and then you have one of these guys, which is an adapter that fits on a Rust-Oleum can, because as you know, the Rust-Oleum cans come with a male to female cap, and spray paint cans, like a lot of graffiti cans or non-Rust-Oleum cans, come with a female to male cap. Is that too loud?
Vam said it sounded like a fishbowl.
Well, we're going to have that on, so we're going to be spray painting inside. I just wanted to turn it on to see. They would have to get used to it. That's true, Shady. Erica is here.
So you did schedule a live and people are waiting in that room?
I turned it off. I didn't do it. I didn't schedule it.
I'm figuring it out. You do that.
Well, you probably need to do it from my phone. I don't understand how it would do that when I didn't even schedule it. Like I started to do that, and then it just, I said, well, I don't want to do that. Library, home. I don't understand how that would be a thing. Anyways, all right. So I have the camera set up over there. I need to get I have a color of, what is that? I think it's Montana. What is he eating? I hear him eating something. So what we're gonna do, let's just get So first off, what we'll do is I'll just show you how this adapter works. What you're going to want to do, and we'll start with this one, which we call the Klaus Pen. It's originally, back in the day, it was called a German pen, or an outliner, because it's very nice, very smooth, very clean, solid line, and I feel like it kind of restricts the air, like it makes it a little easier. It's just not blasting out paint. So what you're going to want to do with this is do not take this and put this on right away, unless you want to spray paint up into your ceiling and onto your wall. You don't want to do that, which would be an awesome idea if you're just out in the garage wanting to see what that looks like, which I have never done. So what we're going to do is you're going to take your cap. This is your liner, and you're just going to put that on there. Make sure that's nice and tight on there. And then you're going to face, obviously, the cap away from you. Line that up, and you're just going to kind of twist it and push. Twist and push until you can feel that it's on there. And then just spray. And you have blink. I'm going to have to turn this fan on.
It's about to get fishbowl-y again, so apologies.
I'll just have one on. Alright, so
Bubba.
always shake your cans. Always.
What's that?
I have a big piece of paper in front of this canvas because I want you to see what it looks like when you the different spray on canvas than paper. This paper's moving, so. Alright. So with this, basically what I was saying with this cap, it regulates. That's what the term I wanted to use. It kind of regulates the amount of paint that comes out. Because these are just full on. Like, if you've noticed, let's see, I'm going to find one with a cap. I'll show you the difference. This is one off of black. I'm going to show you the difference between using this cap and just the stock cap that comes with it. I like to spray on stuff that I don't have anything right here. Alright, so here we go. You can see that's a pretty solid line. Oh, and another tip, if you haven't used your spray paint in a while, do not use a fine, like a liner cap to start out with. Either put the original one or do, like, if you have a fat cap or a super fat cap, we're not going to offer the super fat caps. But so what that does is you put that on there, and it's more easy for the paint to come and flow out and get all the stuff that's been sitting in the line maybe clogged up, because the paint will definitely clog up these this cap.
Thank you, Clara.
Thank you, Clara.
She said, spray can master, I've come to learn.
This is a lot different. I don't know what that guy's doing there. But as you can see, you can get a very nice line. I'm way too close to this paper. But that's what you get for spray paint on paper. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to show you what it's like when you use just a normal cap, the stock cap.
I'll check it as soon as this live's over.
I literally just the same lines all the way through. Those are two completely different.
So those drips are from being too close?
Well, being too close and just a lot of paint coming out and penning on paper. This is not a good and you don't get such a clean line with. Let me just show you what this does. When you do just a dot. I'll show you what it looks like also with a nicer spray paint.
Come, big boy. Let's go get some more cheese.
That's what this was. Now I'm going to show you what this looks like with a nicer spray paint, which
What's this for bows?
I got this from my boy over at Rec Shop. I'm not sure what company makes this. It's from Europe, so I don't know. A something? I honestly do not know. This is a purple. What we'll do is we'll put that cap on. Just gotta twist it so you're not, spraying everywhere.
That purple is
like
awesome.
Using a purple, this purple like a nice.
Hey B, just so you can see where the camera is before you start that.
Alright. So this is a lot nicer spray paint. How amazing is that? That to that. The spray paint definitely does. It does make a difference if you're doing lettering or if you're filling something in or just coloring something. You just want to make something a color. This is good if you just want to do a really quick couple coasters. Like, look how soft. Like, you can just back up. Just do a very nice little fade. You can get in close and outline something. Shadow. So here. Definitely good to just get you a nice line and outline, or if you wanted to do for sale sign. Just quick.
It's too low.
For sale.
So what cap is that?
This is, normally it's called an outliner, but we have it, I think, on our website called the Klaus Pen.
We don't have individual caps listed. Should I
Oh.
list them? Right now we just have the spray packs.
Yeah, we're only going to have enough to do spray packs, not individual.
Okay. It'll be in the pack, which I think is like $5. What cap does Jeff recommend to spray and prep a board or canvas?
The packs are more than that. This, what do you call it? The adapter is $6 just by itself.
Okay, what do you recommend to use to prep a board?
Okay, I'm going to show you that. 2 seconds. All right, so we're going to swap over to.
Oh, it's $15. Sorry.
We're gonna swap over to it's called a Lego cap because of the color and the shape of it. I'm pretty sure that's why they call it that. Always put the nozzle away from you and just twist. Spray. This is a very good cap to lay down a nice solid color for like your board or canvas, or if you're gonna spray paint some coasters. Or even a wall. Like if you just want to do a quick letter, this is what you would do. This is it's not necessarily a fat cap because normally fat caps are a little bit harder to control and it's just a lot of paint that comes out. But this one, I would say a medium amount of paint comes out, but there's a lot more control, a lot more, or I guess a lot less, you know, forced. Like if you've ever used a fat cap, it just, I mean, it just comes out. And I'll show you one that we have. It's a level 4. And then we have a New York fat cap, which is a little bit more refined. This one is more, I would say this would be like the big brother of the thin, the outline, the Klaus outline that we have. As you can see, I'll just do some dots.
So I had a question when you get a second.
Like that's, I didn't even see it. You gotta let me know, babe.
I'm sorry, I was reading.
Like this is, I'm about 6 to 8 inches away from the canvas.
6 inches.
Like that's pretty amazing. You can get close, but you have to be pretty fast. To
Or else
make
it
a
just
nice line.
spritzes everywhere.
Or you can kind of get little jagged edges, but if you go slow, and you want a line, definitely gonna get some drips here. If you have like really the Rust-Oleum.
Does he recommend to get these if you're only spray painting for boards for prep?
No, you can use these for artwork.
She's asking if you're only spray painting boards or canvases, do you need these caps, or the ones that come with it fine?
I would recommend these because it gives you such a nice smooth. It gives you a nice smooth amount of paint coming out. With just regular ones.
I think with the regular ones you get a splotchier coverage.
Yeah, you don't get such a nice coverage.
It's like patchy.
I don't even know where that cap went. Did I lose that already?
I don't see one over here. Do you want me to, what kind of cap? Oh.
You don't get anywhere near. Like it's very just. That's not good. Like I can still see through the paper really. And the paint really counts too.
Next question is, how do you clean the caps? I already have yours. I just need to know how to clean them.
Normally you just, when you're done with it, let's say you're done when you're done spraying, just hold the can upside down away from your face and spray until there's nothing coming out.
It's no paint coming out.
No paint. And then basically that clears out all the paint that's in there. And if you want, you could probably throw it in a little paint thinner, wash off the front part there. I wouldn't leave them
No, I would eat
in
it.
paint thinner. I don't think it would eat it, but it would definitely maybe clog it up. I'm not sure. But I
What's
always just
up,
hold it upside
Spicy?
down. With the Rust-Oleum cans, that doesn't work because they spray upside down as well. So, all right. So you saw the Lego, which was it's pretty much a big, a very nice, controlled, medium to fat line. That was this one here. Now we're gonna do this one. It's called the number 4. I'm not sure why they call it number 4 cap on the it goes from like 1 to 6 or 7, and this is like right in between. So I didn't think you guys needed a big crazy fat cap unless you want to go out and do graffiti, which I don't encourage unless it's legal.
Take graffiti.
Yeah. So you can see that's a lot of paint coming out of that. So I'm just gonna paint on this. You know what? I'm just gonna turn this over. Just to show you what this paint does. I'm gonna stand back. This is about 8 to 10 inches. But see, it gives you kind of a splatter. So if you're wanting to paint something in a hurry, that really covers. Like, and that's, you don't see through that. I haven't used this one yet, but you see how it looks if you get close. Whoa. It is pretty fat. If you go fast enough, you get a pretty decent line there. This would definitely be good to cover a lot of space quick. But when you do stuff like this, when you use caps like this for artwork, it's just going to take a little bit longer to dry because there's a lot of paint that comes out. There's not a lot of control in that.
What is your favorite brand of spray paint?
I love Montana. I'm really liking this stuff. Like, this is...
Anybody recognize this label? I'm gonna have to image search it if y'all don't.
It's only $5 a can. And that's pretty amazing.
That's awesome.
So yeah, this green, we'll call it the mean green. This definitely will fill an area really fast and very opaque. Like, it really sprays a lot of paint. So you just got to be prepared to let that dry. And now we're going to go to the New York Fat, which this is a old, not old, I shouldn't say old, but I learned of this cap a while ago, back in my
Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all.
days. And this is just a little white one. This is called the New York Fat. That looks like a skinny.
I love watching you both as you bring so much information and fun to my art table. Well, we are happy about that. Thank you.
I might have grabbed the skinny. Nope, it's a fat.
You can tell because of that
the fun thing with this fat cap is a lot of artists use this to their advantage, where it has a solid and then there's like this little halo. Gotta go a little closer. And they use it for flares, like this is good for you want to get a big wide down to a point. You have to be super fast and kind of just know what you're doing, but it gives it a nice little flare. And by no means am I a graffiti artist. I've used spray paint a lot in the past. I know how to spray paint, but as far as the terminology, what it's used for, this and that, I'm just doing this because it's what I've taught myself and just kind of learned throughout the years. It's fun.
Thank you, Mary Jane. We don't know what kind of spray paint that is. It was a gift, and we're trying to figure it out.
Well, this one wasn't a gift. This is it called Double A? I honestly don't know. Strong Violet.
That's the $5 one?
It's called Best Performance. Spray paint, European quality.
But that's not the $5 one you were talking
This is $5.
Oh.
This was $5. Maybe it's a double spray. No? I think it is doublespraypaint.com.
Ooh, it's probably double A.
Double A spray paint.
Yeah, double A spraypaint.com.
Yeah. Alright, so what we're gonna do, let's do some. So what we'll do is we'll use.
Clara said, I just added this to my playlist for valuable art info. Seriously, thank you so much, Jeff. That is so cool. How do you do that? I missed it. I missed what you did. If you're just doing this at home, I would definitely advise using a mask or a respirator. We're in a very ventilated
That reminds me.
space.
Let me
And
put my
also,
mask on.
Jeff has a mask, but it's not a gas type, like a fume mask.
No, it's upside down.
It's not.
It is upside down.
Oh, on your face?
Alright, so this is the Lego fat cap. I shouldn't call it a fat cap, but it acts as one because it puts out such a nice stream of paint, but it's very, very easy to use this. So let's say we want to do, let's say we'll do a cursive A. That is a lot of paint. Woo!
You should have those caps soon, Lisa. So yeah, definitely if you're at home or working in a confined space, for sure, wear some kind of protection for your lungs.
Let's get this one.
What kind of cap is that green one?
It's called the mean green. I don't know. It's just called level 4.
We can call it
I
mean
just
green.
ruined this one. Like
You
that's
ruined the
not-
cap?
The one that was, because I haven't sprayed with this in probably a year. I probably should put like this big old fat cap.
How do you know if you've ruined it? Talk your way through what's happening right now.
Well, what happened is nothing is coming out. I don't know. This is a very. I put this cap on, and I haven't used this paint in a while, and I probably should have used even a bigger cap. As you can see, nothing is coming out. So, let's see if I have some older caps here. I don't know what these do though. I don't want to ruin them. Yeah, these are like, this is no bueno. That paint is no good. What else do we want to use? We're going to use the liner one here to make either outline, or you can just go in to put a nice color. And you can hear the like you can hear that this is definitely a lighter cap. Like it doesn't allow so much paint to come through. That looks nice.
It's great. They have spray paint for $4.99. I may order some. It's a really good spray paint for not expensive. 94 different colors. What? Hey, Kimberly. Jeff has gone over different kinds of spray caps and what they're used for. And now he's just kind of showing off. And in the chat, people are discussing a spray paint brand that we kind of demoed, I guess. Not sponsored, but if you're watching AA spray paint,
In Europe. This is the green cap. You can just see this is a lot of paint coming out. This is good for if you're doing just a big like for sale. A lot of paint comes out of that. And you can see it's kind of fuzzy around the edges, so it's not very, it would be good for doing an outline of something. It would be more for filling something in. And then we would get this purple will do the, can you guys hear the difference? Like you have to be able to hear that.
Lisa, I think someone added a link up in the chat with information on AA spray paint. Kimberly said, I didn't even know there was such thing as different spray paint caps. I'm so excited.
It changes. It changes your world if you can get the patience to learn how to use it. Definitely your finger and your hand will cramp up. It's basically like how I practice with the airbrush. On, off, on, off.
They can hear it.
Look at that. Like that's pretty amazing. Like, you want to draw with these?
Well, thank you, Arlene. That was a fun sound. Let me amend how everything was set up since Bowie has exited the table. Boop. Thank you so much, Arlene and Clara, for the donations. Thank you to everyone that is joining us today. It's our pleasure.
See, like, look at that. Like, that looks like you would never know that was spray paint.
Did you just add that dark spot in the middle?
No, I just did that line.
Oh, it's really clean. Super clean.
So what you would do to kind of practice as far as getting used to spray painting, I would say spray painting is a little easier to use than airbrush because it's just a press down and lift off. It's just knowing how hard and how fast to press your nozzle. And this is all you're going to want to do.
Got a couple requests if you have a second to show how to do neon? That's not for belly.
I don't know if I have the right stuff to do neon. I don't think so.
Erica, do you spray paint? I do.
She's done so much stuff with spray paint.
I just said I do.
So what did you do out back? You did an octopus?
Did an octopus. We've done a couple octopuses. Octopi. We've done a couple of those. Most of my lip pieces, if they're a larger scale, I do them starting with spray paint. Double A needs to contact you and get in your shop. They're so reasonably priced. I bet importing spray paint is a pain. Can't even imagine. Don't even matter. Just trying to get into stuff like that.
Try some orange, which we never use. Alright, this is the Lego cap, the small yellow. We were talking about this one is a little bit more paint comes out, but it's a little more controlled. Unlike the fat cap, it just kind of comes out. This comes out. Like I haven't used this paint, so I don't know how opaque. Very thin. I'm gonna have some runs with this one. So this is the Lego. That's pretty nice. That's a pretty nice line there for the amount of paint that comes out of that. That would be fun to do just dots everywhere on stuff. Pretty impressive cap, I would say. You want to do like a fast, quick letter, bigger letter. This is definitely a cap to use. definitely encourage everybody to learn to use this cap.
What kind of cap is it?
It's the outliner.
B2B link? Is that back to Bradenton? Jeff, you are too good with the spray can techniques. I just use it to cover the background and also apparently to cover up my dried up hydrangeas.
I've been doing this for a while. I appreciate that.
Loving the orange. Does the spray paint dry quickly?
I would say this dries faster than Rust-Oleum. Like graffiti paint. This is basically this is the same brand. This is by Montana, but I think this is a very low pressure can. So that's why you don't get a lot of drips when you use this.
Do you have to change the pressure of how much you push on it to get that effect?
Yeah, like it's a more of a quick. You can see just a little circle there. But if you hold it a little bit longer, you get a solid.
You do that again?
So let's say you want just a little bit. I mean, it's just off on, like barely. And then if you leave it on just for a millisecond more, you get a little darker. Darker, and you get closer, it's going to get heavier as well, but you risk having a drip. And if you just back up and barely spray, you can get very light, almost like a shade. Shadow.
Should you shake the can every so often?
If you want to build up pressure, that's what builds up pressure, and that's what makes the paint come out so gnarly. If you're doing a lot of, just a big area, yeah, because you're going to want it to push that paint out in the same way, like very consistent. But if you're doing stuff like this, you don't want to shake it up hardly any. And if you have a lot of air pressure in your can, I don't believe you can do this with Rust-Oleum because you can paint upside down with Rust-Oleum, so the paint comes out. But if you get Montana or this 94 or sugar or iron lac or loop, just take your can and just put it down and just spray it, and that air, you'll release a lot of pressure in there, and that way you can have a little bit more control. So there's this thing they call cutting, which, let's say I want to make this shadow go all the way to the end, but I want it to be like there's an angle right here. So what we're going to do, I'm going to line this a little more. We're going to make it a little darker up here and a little darker down here. And I went into this area. Take your paint as well, this color as this, with the same cap. And what you're going to do is you're going to cut right here so that it stops. Right here. But you do it pretty much in every corner.
I got you, Evelyn.
So you get that nice little edge. You want to be careful on that. make like a little square angle. I haven't done this in years though. Give me a little break, guys. Give me a break.
No one's saying bad words to you.
That's another way to clean up your paint there. Go back and cut that. This is more of almost a transparent color. You can see it. It's fun. All right. So there you have the.
So can I use your stencils on the website with this? Can I use your templates you sell to help with this, Jeff? You can use spray paints with those sticky stencils. The ocean.
But you have to be very careful. Like it would be good to use this this cap because, like I said, it makes really. You want to be careful using spray paint because spray paint is so heavy that it tends to go underneath stencils. So you definitely don't want to, like, it would be good if you just want just a, you see how, I mean, it's just barely. Oh, I don't want to show you guys transparent black. I haven't used it yet, but I want to see if this works. I forgot to put this up. We're going to cover up some of this right here.
I can tell most of my next paycheck will be going to ATD. Well, don't send us your whole paycheck. However, if you need me to hold a couple dollars for you.
You need me to hold it up.
I'm a full service business / friend fee. We really appreciate you, Lynn, and everyone else in the group. How did you perfect your script lettering? Was there a certain font you copied repetitively that helped you?
I did every kind of font imaginable. Like there was a place here in Dallas called Ace Parking Lot, and I used to go down there pretty much every day and paint. And it was a free wall. It was a legal wall that you could go and paint any time of the day, any night. And that's all I did because I loved to spray paint. I loved to paint. Got to know a lot of awesome graffiti artists here in Dallas. And just practice. I've always loved to do lettering. That's pretty much what I started doing when I started airbrushing is names, because that's what I wanted to do.
So no font in particular?
Like block lettering, everybody starts out with block lettering. And, but block lettering is very simple. Like it's just a simple, plain thing. So you want to, make it fun. You want to add to it. All right, I'm gonna get this. I've been waiting to use this forever.
Are those spray paint colors as bright as they look on camera? They are. Mm-hmm.
Shadow black, shading gray.
Do you do calligraphy as well?
Not like typical calligraphy, but I like to do my own.
He makes up his own calligraphy.
This stuff is by Montana, it's 94, and they have different sayings on it. Because color is life on this one, and this one it says smooth valve control. But you can see, when you read that, it says low pressure matte colors. Like these are both low pressure cans, so you're gonna get a lot of control. You don't have to hurry and paint fast unless you want to. And I'm gonna use the liner with this. I'm gonna take this up a lot. No, sir, that's not church. Oh my gosh, wait till you guys see this. This is pretty amazing. I'm not going to use the stock cap. Alright, so I'm going to do a letter first. We'll do it in purple. Let's see here. We'll just do a fun. Let's see. I'll just do ART. Alright, so you got your simple stuff there. And now, I'm going to use this. This color is Shadow Black. I've never used it, but I know what it's used for.
You never use it, but you know what it's used for.
It might not work on this because you can see through that. You guys, look how transparent this is.
Okay. Come here, big boy. Come on. Come up here with me. Come up here. Come up here. Okay, you sit down there. Jeff needs a mic. Let me just turn this one.
Careful, you'll unplug it. Yeah, it's hard to see because you can see through this. So, I'll get a piece of paper.
That looks so awesome. You should sell spray paint. Sure, they have loads of space to carry one more thing. I have zero space to carry even almost one more thing. No space. You come up here. Oh, it's a big boy. Only 100 colors.
I'm going to do a different cap. There's a guy that I follow. I want to say slow-mo or just mo.
Slow-mo's a friend of yours.
No, not that. His graffiti name or his YouTube, I think, is slow-mo.
Since the shadow color is transparent, should it go down first?
You can, but it doesn't go over.
It's not dark enough to see.
Yeah. And if you want, you can use it for like over here, for this light blue. Like if you want this to look like it's going behind there. You get a little shadow there. How crazy is that? That looks so fun. So let's see if we can do that. Let's see if we can make a... I'm gonna use this cap the new cap that you gave me. I'm gonna shoot this way.
You're gonna need to turn the camera a bit.
I'm running out of paint.
May have to be an ombre.
Looks like it.
I'm looking for a bronze color for my resin. Any recommendations? Judy, are you looking for a paste or a powder? JJ.
Just about the same color. Whew. How about that? Oh, this is gonna look way different on paper.
Judy, bronze paste by Just Resin is one of my favorites.
Yeah, that looks a lot darker on paper. I'm not a fan of that.
New.
That's sticky to the wall. Fun. Yeah. It's still fun to use.
My pleasure, Judy. Oh,
Bless you.
thanks.
It's fun.
Thank you. I need more shells. Same. My husband has a bunch of spray paint for his traffic signals. I may need to go play. Raid
That would be
his
fun.
stuff. That shadow looks so awesome. Got my wine for Taco Tuesday. Rub it in. Infamy sells double A for $6. I have never heard. Hi, Art Resin.
This paint
How
is
are you?
sticking.
B, Art Resin's in the room.
Art resin.
We're not even doing resin today. Figures the one day we don't do resin, Art Resin shows up. If you have time tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central, we'll be doing resin things. I'm sorry, but I'm glad you're here, everyone. If you don't know, that heart place is Art Resin. They sell one of the most popular resin brands in the whole everywhere. And they were the first art specific resin we ever used. We started with Envirotex, and then we tried Art Resin, and we never went back to Envirotex. Thank you. We just arranged this one. some of our awards back there. I don't want to brag, humble brag. And then this is our shop puppy, Bowie. Anyways, I'm glad you're here, and I'm bummed we're not doing resin today now. But tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central, we'll be doing a resin piece. So I hope you guys get a chance to stop back through. How do you get spray paint off your hands?
Sometimes you can put like Dawn dish soap on your hands, like put the liquid on your hands first and rub it in, and then use hot water and a scrubber like that. That's helped, but spray paint is really stubborn.
It's very stubborn. How do you have 3 cameras set up at once? Is it hard? That's what she said. And no, it's not difficult. We run our live feed through a program called OBS, Oscar Beta Super. And it's a free program, but you just link your stream key to the OBS program, and you can use however many cameras as you have available USB ports in your system. If that makes sense. If you'd like, I can give you a really good crash course on how to use OBS. Just send me an email. And I can help you out with it. Whatever questions you guys have. My pleasure. Kimberly, I just opened the registration for the Bradenton class. Let me give you a link. Art Resin, we were watching your video the other day of you guys making geodes. Here's a link for the Bradenton class. And it was so reminiscent of our first geodes, and we were trying all these things to make our lines like rigid and refined, and using heat guns. I totally could relate to the entire process. Also, your studio is awesome. I'm gonna have a big studio one day. I mean, we have a big space, but it's not near as big as that space. And it's really easy to control the 3 cameras. We use, obviously, OBS, but it looks like this, where this is what I can set up the view of each camera and then transition it over. And this is what I see, and this is what everyone else sees. I feel like it's kind of like a video DJ. I almost said VJ, and that's not normal. Do y'all have yellow? Sarah, are you talking about yellow pigment or yellow spray paint?
Oh man, this is a different one. This is a shadow gray.
Bye, Arlene. Have an awesome day.
Oh, this is a lot lighter too. This is amazing right here.
That's a shading gray. But that's not one. That's the one that you probably want to put down first, right? Or at least edge up with white, maybe.
See, I want to make this look like it goes behind.
You have our sticker in your studio? We have your sticker in our studio. It's on that wall over there, but. That is amazing. Thank you, Art Resin. If you guys don't know, check out Art Resin. They have an awesome, awesome product. It has one of the longer working times. It's very UV resistant. And on their channel, they interview a lot of artists from around the world, really, and showcase what they do. And they have really quick tips and trick videos. Maybe one day they'll ask us to do one. But if not, you should still check them out. They're still a great brand. And yeah, check them out. Do you have yellow spray paint?
I think we have some.
Detox responded to you. Claire's been knocking it out of the park with her trays. If you guys don't know, Clara has an amazing channel. Check her out as well. She has a whole bunch of trays that she's going to be putting up for a fire sale, and I have one of them. You should too. Mary Jane says, Jeff, you are amazing. You heard?
Heard.
He does have yellow, and he's about to use it just for y'all. To send out an email blast while I'm on the phone. Nope, this is not a phone. The live, while I'm on the live with you guys. Good call with the yellow, everyone says.
This paint is sticky.
It's sticky.
That is an old blue. We definitely need to get some new color.
I'm a fan of those dots right there, sir. I bet that's beautiful, Lisa. JJ says someone's can controls them. Point today. The same. Sorry about that. But you have to shake your cans aggressively so that they don't stop up. You're trying to build up pressure so it'll shoot out whatever little chunks of pigment are in the piston, I guess, and through the cap.
No, this old dried up.
That's an e-science. E-dub. Look, a new subscriber signed up. Thank you to whoever just subscribed to our this. What is this website?
God, that's the same color.
Bloody nice. What am I doing? Oh yeah. Remember.
That's fun. These are definitely colors I would never use.
That's 57 Chevy Blue right there. Thank you for subscribing. No problem, Donna. I hope you have an amazing, awesome, possum day. Thank you for always being here. Joining us means super much.
Super much.
Super much. It's more than regular much. By far.
See, what you can do
Hey,
is you
Shelly.
can layer stuff to make it look like it's going in and out and over. And if I would have done that on here,
I just love how you have the yellow, like, boop, 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 and then the orange going, boop, 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 or boop, boop, boop. None of that probably makes sense, but some of you know what I mean. Get him, Tara. I don't know if y'all know this, but I have a blog on our website that just goes over little standard techniques, and I add new ones when I have time. And I have 102 people that subscribe to that. Who knew?
who knew?
Who knew? So the Bradenton class is live on the website for the 16th and 17th of January. December was coming up too close, and I want to give people enough time to get there. As of right now, we're only doing 15 spots, but if it goes over, then we'll just add another little class thing. But as of right now, there's only, so if like 17 people sign up, 2 people maybe, or 17 people want to sign up, 2 people may be SOL because I can't rent the space for just 2 more people. But if I have like 30 people sign up, or probably even 25 people, I'll split it. You know what I mean? I would just go ahead and sign up to be sure. Wait 1
second. There you
Just making
have
it extra, huh? You can actually see when Thornton just leaves us. It's when the art sucks him in. He gets distracted and just is there. Any update on the Santa Cruz class?
No.
I don't have a definite date yet. We're still looking for a venue for the Santa Cruz class, but I will keep you guys posted on that. Want to do a class in Orlando? I have no problem doing a class in Orlando, Evelyn. I just need to be sure of a venue.
The venue and bodies.
Venue and bodies, for sure.
So, there you have it. Different spray paint caps.
That's so fun. Super fun.
So we'll go over it one more time. We'll go over the liner. This is what it looks like, the liner. Very controlled, very low pressure cap. You get fast enough. Slow, nice, steady. Consistent lines, consistent dots. You want to fade. Nice little fade if you want.
That's fun.
And then we'll go to
I've got 2 or 3 people for Santa Cruz class whenever it's set up. Sweet.
the Lego cap, which is basically this cap, but the big brother, I guess you could say.
Jeff, you should sell that. It's awesome. Someone better buy it before it gets paint on it. Jeff, is this like the airbrushing exercises? Very similar. Ooh, those colors look good together.
That's just so good. That would be the sunset.
What?
Sunset. So the Lego cap is just a very nice, bigger, a lot more paint, same amount of control if you're quick enough. Then we have the
2 people at the exact same time said, I want how fun is that on a shirt.
the Monster
hear
Green is basically it's a fat cap. I'll repeat that. This is basically a fat cap, but it's not very the control is a little sporadic, so if you're wanting to paint a large area, this is definitely the cap to use. Look at that. That is, I can't even, it's pretty amazing.
I need you to scoot up it.
Scoot up it.
Look at that coverage. See, that's
The coverage is pretty amazing with that cap. That's the green cap.
you can do prep work with the cap that comes with a spray paint can, absolutely, for sure. Sometimes though, it may take a couple coats because it sprays irregular sometimes. So having a specialty cap just helps save you time and paint because it'll only take you one kick up.
And then the New York Fat it's a nice consistent fat line that you can get a nice clean line with. The fat, a lot of paint comes out of that. Bada bing, bada boom. Those colors are crazy together, huh?
See,
Who the pumpkin?
you did. You thunked it. I just want to throw this out there that Art Rosen hopped in the chat today.
And they were like, hey, what's up?
I know. Has to be because you jumped on their Geo thing the other day and was like, we see you.
Well, what'd they say?
Standy uppy.
Yeah, the standy uppy things.
The
I was
girl
like,
on the video said, and I quote, we need more standy uppy things. And I was like,
hey, watch our videos.
did she just say my word? Not that I can like
I've never in my life, nobody has ever said standy uppy things. I've never heard anybody say it. And if you guys heard that from somewhere else, then I apologize.
But when we heard it, we were like, uh-uh. Because I say those terms, we all know, I say those terms all the time. And maybe we're just cut from the same cloth, me
Look at that.
and
This is a
Standy Uppy
standard
Girl.
This is just a standard cap.
I'm just flattered they hopped in.
Like if you're wanting to do some
Hope no one wanted to buy that.
standard that, you sure can use it. But if you're trying to do something fun and nice, it is not the cap to use.
Is that the... Oh, I remember. I was going to ask you for everyone else. What about those spray cans that are all directional? How do you clean those cans out?
You don't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I used to take the caps and just... You know what I mean? Not that I want you guys to put spray paint in your mouth, but I used to go like this.
That's why I tell you to use a fat cap to clean, because that's what comes through there if you haven't used your paint in a while. No bueno.
No bueno.
Still doing it. I probably should change that cap.
I'm trying to
over
find
there.
a photo so I can add this spray gun attachment to the website. Spray gun. You know what I mean? Heat gun. Words are hard, y'all.
Those are hard.
Words are hard. Just blacken it out with the blue.
You really don't have to use this. Spray paint dries pretty fast. But since we got the window open and these fans on.
And it's not humid out. Yeah? No.
Yeah.
Or yeah? I told my granddaughter she can't standy uppy in her high chair. I immediately thought of you. I know that's where I got it from. Fluttered. How can you extend the life of your spray paint cans that you don't use very often so they don't get clumpy? Isn't that where you can like, so we have them, I don't know if you guys can see the shelf of spray paint right here. We have them laid horizontally, and I feel like I heard somewhere that you should rotate them every so often, quarter turn, kind of like champagne. If not, just full shake them every once in a while. But I feel like that's a thing. Feel. Sorry guys, I'm trying to find pictures for the weekend attachments. Y'all are on it? Sorry, Layla. I'm so glad, Evelyn. That's what I read somewhere, Lisa, that you should rotate it every so often. Oh, I didn't even read her comment. It was kind of a facetious. Sorry. Thank you, Sticky Art. Still one of the best, like, company names, probably. See, I don't even understand where he pulls these, like, fonts out of his brain. They always look awesome. Sticky, you should totally get into spray paint. It's fun times. So right now, what he's doing is edging, or I'm lying. I could be very wrong.
No, I was trying to see if I can put like a bevel on this, but this is such a light gray. Man. And I don't, there's just not big enough areas here to do that with that.
We've been great. I hope you've been well. Looks like a dragon. I think it's an S. Jeff is amazing with a can of paint. I agree. I'm addicted to the Among Us game. I never played that. I missed you guys. Love watching you work. You're an amazing artist. Well, we have missed you too, Jan. I hope you've been well. My leg's falling asleep. You have been live for an hour and a half. Your son is too sticky. I don't know what that means. Oh, addicted to the game. I was like, your son is too sticky. Should sons be at all any % of sticky? Why should they be in? But I understand. I'm slow sometimes, I guess. Jeff's in the zone again. He is.
It
I
takes
lost
me
it.
back. Like, it literally, like, takes me back to whenever I would paint. Like, I got to the point where I was doing, like, portraits on the wall, like, with spray paint. Like, I would spend all day at these places. You see how I just darkened up that orange with this blue to just kind of give it a little shadow so that I can go back over it.
Mary Jane, thank you so much. Ugh.
Thank you.
We really appreciate you, Mary Jane. Oh wow, Jan. I hope you're feeling better. Really appreciate you, MJ. And he's back. Yeah, if you like mention the fact that he's zoned out, he comes back to reality for a second. And then as soon
Well,
as he picks any color,
I realize I'm not talking and I'm just painting, and I start to do stuff like this, and then I want to come and, like, that's really what I want to do.
Layla, you can get the supplies for spray painting either at local graffiti shops, sometimes head shops carry specialized.
Yeah, like smoke shops, vape shops.
Now, craft stores like Michael's and Hobby Lobby have better paint than just Rust-Oleum. I think they have Montana, no? I don't know.
They do. They have it in acrylic.
Hit the high points with a touch of gold. He might. Never know. He's building his creation.
You can hear how, I mean, I'm barely touching this so that it gets that, just a little bit of a line, almost like using it, I'm trying to use it almost like a paintbrush.
Sounds good, Layla. I am glad you are healing well, Jan. I can't imagine. It sounds painful, but I'm glad you're healing well. Lisa works at Michael's in PA, and they sell Montana, so there you go. Yeah, Tara, we definitely have days where we'll pick up. Jeff does all the time. He'll start a piece, and then, I mean, I'm putting out orders all day, every day, but he will. He won't talk most of the day, and then he'll just look up and be like, "How have I lost 6 hours?" Because he's just been in paint mode. Hours are just gone.
That's fun.
Hours.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was in hours. Those are the best days, I concur. No worries, Evelyn. Have an awesome day. Shelly says, I have a question, an honest question. I'm not meaning for it to be like an ATD after dark question, but for real, does your index finger ever get sore?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's sore now. It does because you have to, you're just really just tapping it.
I lowered your
Just
camera.
a little bit. All these little bitty spots. Like I'm barely, I'm doing it to the point where I feel like I'm not even doing it. Like it's such a, just a barely little bit.
Barely a little bit. You tiny moved it. I can imagine to keep that control while in pain or cramping up.
You just have to. You honestly just have to just stop what you're doing, take a rest, and then remember that you don't have to. Like you're holding the can super tight too, so that you get a lot of control. So if you just loosen up a little, loosen your grip, and just barely press, the paint will come out. Like it's just, you get so intense and you just, I don't know. It's one of those things where you have to feel it. Oh, and this mask is upside down because I didn't want the ATV to be upside down. All right. And you just have Bowie cam?
I had Bowie cam because I like Bowie cam. Who does? Raise your hand if you
Did you show them the
hate
painting
Bowie
of you?
cam. Huh?
Anybody's ever seen the painting of you?
When did I move over there?
I moved it. I moved it a long time ago.
How long time ago?
Like, I don't know. Oh, it's that camera there. Move that camera. I'm not. Oh.
I switched it.
Well, this one is not as, I don't think this is as wide. Yeah, see, that's a little wider. And we have all of our awards from StoneCoat up here. So I'm super stoked about.
They look so great. Same to you, Mary Jane. Thanks for the demo, Jeff. That's his first painting of me. Everyone loves the new setup. So you guys, I sent out an email with a discount code for the website. If you are subscribed to our website, then you got a discount. And if you haven't subscribed to our website, I don't know what you're doing with yourself. Oh, Cujo wanted to be a part of this. Oh, thank you. Can't deny the Cujo. Tomorrow we'll be doing a resin piece. Don't know what it will be of yet, but it will be a resin thing. If you have any questions, shoot me an email, shoot me a text, whatever, and I'll get to it as soon as I can. I feel like I had other things to say, but I've forgotten. I'm getting hungry, I think. You have a couple more days to order the fire kit to join in our free online on this channel fire lesson of how to create fire with resin. If you have your own stuff, cool, bring it along. It'll be at 6 p.m. Central right here on November 21st. If you don't have it, any of the things that you need to do the class, then you can get it from our website, artisttildeath.com. Right up there. Doink, doink, doink. And I feel like for you to have it by the 21st, you need to order it within the next couple days so we can make sure it gets to you in time. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of the fam. We will be doing the Bradenton class. It is live on our website right now for January the 16th weekend. And I hope to see as many of you guys there as possible. Yeah. We love you guys so much. I gotta walk these nuggets before they pee on my feet, but I will see you guys tomorrow, 6 p.m. Central Time. Thank you so much. We love you all to the moon and all the way back.
To the moon and back.
Be kind to one another. You never know what someone's going through. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
I said bye.
You're not going to do the we do the
Because you already said it.
I'm sorry. Do you want to go back?
No.
We do the test so you don't have to. Anyways, bye. Didn't I?
So you.
I just threw it in there because I got to remember it. You said bye.
Ow.
Anyways, love y'all. Bye.
Still on.
No? It's on the logo.